feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride no wave.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay, so I'll do the Jim Jones and Cam thing. So Jim Jones did recently appear on the Breakfast Club, and he reacted to essentially Camron calling him out not too long ago, and really exposed him. Camron did like this long expose, basically saying that he wasn't from Harlem, basically saying that he was someone who has allowed, or his actions has set up for other people to get incarcerated, and basically said that Jim Jones is really thinking he's more important than he is. He's like, yo, listen, we was doing our thing before we fuck with you. We used to use you for a free house. I don't know why you think you're that important. Obviously, we know that Jim Jones and obviously Camron, they are not former, but current group members of the rap group, The Diplomats, and they're part of Dipset. And essentially, Jim, who's putting out an album, he did the Breakfast Club and he responded to a lot of what Camron said. This is what he said in this clip. Now, before I play that, because I do like to give a little context, even though I just felt like I gave the context already, I'll find a short that has it. Camron responds to Jim Jones. I'll find a short that has it. Yeah, because it was long. It was a long pause. Right here.
Are you at any of these places? No, nigga. You was not there, man. You wasn't there, nigga. This is what happened, how Jomo got cool with us. Them freestyles that we just showed y'all, go Google them, have fun with them when you get time. We were popping. It wasn't no internet. Mace, myself, Big L, even though Mace and Big L on the same page, Bloodshed, my man Herb McGruff, we were super duper popping in the street prior to the internet. Everybody knew we was about to get a record deal. Everybody knew this, nigga. It wasn't no secret. Basically, you heard our freestyles, and you came up to me one day when I was chilling in front of the house. You said, and this word to my dead mother, yo, man, I heard the freestyles. Y'all killing shit. Yo, my grandmother died. If y'all want to come by and just hang out, y'all could. Y'all more than welcome. We like, all right, Jomo, thanks. It didn't really make sense at the time because we like, yo, my nigga, where's Jomo inviting us to his house for? Even though he cool nigga. But it didn't make sense to be going to Jomo house. More freestyles come out. Yo, I heard the new shit you did. I heard the new shit you did. Yo, you want to come through? Come through. Why? Why are we going to Jomo's house? Are you at any of these?
Okay, so, it's a long response. It's about 25 minutes. It basically kind of sums it up. He was basically saying that Jim Jones has over-exaggerated his importance to the whole story of even Dipset and also his career, okay? Jim Jones responded by saying, so he was kind of going crazy. We could listen to a little bit more of it. Jim Jones, Breakfast Club.
Wake that. We see the money and we think about the money more than anything. Got to the bottom of it to see if it was true to get moldy. Doing these little clips, music, always took care of me. City, I really been.
Let me see if I can find it.
Signed to an independent label. We helped jumpstart a lot of career.
Before he passed.
Yes. Freak bugging me out right now. You heard? Freaking in crazy position.
All right.
House and everything right now. Y'all come meet me tomorrow also at the boxing match if y'all want to with the bag and we have King. Out here doing this thing for a minute though. Been knowing Peso for almost 10 years now. A lot of different waves of doing music, from rapping to having a house and everything right now. Y'all come meet me tomorrow also at the boxing match if you
keep saying he wants to box Cam for like Jim Jones. I grew up on Dipset. Yo, Jim Jones is 48. Not age shame, nothing like that, but like, shit, I was just looking at him like, he still looked like buff. Like, he's kind of always had like, kind of like some muscle to him. But I ain't gonna lie, he's super gray. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if we're used to seeing our rappers like super gray, but that might change because a lot of rappers are aging. Camron aged, like, Camron doesn't have, Camron's older. Camron's at 49. What? Yo, for whatever reason, I'll be just thinking of like they're 40. I don't think of them like pushing 50. Like the other day, I had to like remind myself that Jay-Z is like 55. And I was like, what? Jay-Z age. Like, Jay-Z's 55. Like, technically, if Jay-Z was a regular person, you know, he's turning 56 this year. He would literally be, like, less than 10 years away from, like, retirement. Like, you know, I think, isn't retirement age, like, 65? Damn. We don't see Jay with the, like, Jay still looks like this. Well, he never could, you know, they always say he had whiskers. He couldn't really grow no beard. This is why Jay don't look as old as he probably would look. Jay's 55.
Not so much ready, but you know, yeah.
That'd be a good.
Who you here? 20 years ago, I gave him one record for each year.
That'd be a good one for y'all.
All right, anyway. He later goes on to say Cam basically only did the verses because he was promised a part of the company, but all the other Dipset members weren't promised the same thing. So Cam negotiated a special deal for him to own part of Versus, but none of the other Dipset members who was a part of that huge Versus that was taking place, I believe, in the Barclays, they weren't given the same opportunity. So he felt like that was a little bit shysty. Anyway, didn't want to get to real quick. Honestly, what I think, you know, so this is what I think about that. And let me just kind of wrap this up. These niggas just need to fight or whatever they got to do, because I could clearly tell that, you know, they're on two different paths. Jim Jones is still pursuing music. He's still trying to pursue things that I don't think Cam gives a fuck about at this point. And I don't think they'll ever be beefing to the point that they'll never link back up again. But there's some really huge underlying factors of them feeling a way about each other. I think that's why Cam was even allowed to, like, or Cam felt it was cool to say certain things about Jim, because, yeah, even if those things were true about Jim, us, the fans, we didn't know that. You know, all you did in terms of what Cam said was make Jim look like he was a waste man, like he was just some bum ass nigga. And now Jim Jones responded in the way he did. All he did is make us feel like Cam is some soft ass nigga who's not like that. And I've listened to Cam his entire career. Again, I'm not saying these guys are like super gangsters, but like I always thought he one of them guys. So they're both kind of tearing at each other's legacy and tearing at each other's perception and reputation, that it's going to look crazy, because I do think they're going to get back together or do a reunion. When they do get back together, it's like, I know I'm not going to forget what they said about each other. Yo, bro, you basically said Cam ain't like that. That's what you said. You said Cam got punked mad times. Cam said you got punked mad times and you not like that, and you blah, blah, blah. So, you know, I think that's the unfortunate part, and I wish their issues could have been solved privately, but I do think that their issues predate what's happening now. I think they've never really got all the way cool. I think they've pieced it up for certain shit. And I do think it also starts, not necessarily starts, but it probably started around the time with the 50 Cent shit. I don't think Cam really got over that. And I don't think they've ever really got to a place of full forgiveness, okay? All right. Let me play this clip.